Yo, what's going on guys and girls, and welcome to my list for the top 10 best beginner RC cars of 2021. If you're around here, hello, my name is Matthew Sim and welcome to the channel. Around here we do some crazy RC content like bashing, modding, crazy projects like this big Mojave that I'm trying to get to go 150 miles per hour off-road. So if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. There's a little red button, help us get close to 10k, and when we do hit 10k there might be a little special prize in it for you guys. With any of the RC cars that you guys see in today's video, I'll be sure to leave a link in the description where you can pick one up or even check out some more technical specifications. So let's not waste any more time, let's get on with my list for the top 10 best beginner RC cars for 2021. Oh, and just a quick FYI, this is in no chronological order, so it's not ranked, just the top 10 list of my favorites. So starting off at number one of my favorite cheap RC brands, and that has to be WLtoys. WLtoys has a great range of RC cars, but one for me that I really like is the 1/10 scale buggy, the 104001 RC car. I did a full review on my channel, you can check that out, links in the description. But to summarize, it's a great quality RC car designed after the LC racing version. It handles really well, it's super durable and well known for being able to easily modify and gain really high speeds on a budget. But it's also a fantastic beginner RC car because it's one of the cheaper RC cars on this list, and it's fully ready to run, including a battery and a battery charger. Now it does seem like WLtoys will bring out a brushless version, so if they do, I'll be sure to include that in the links in the description. But if you don't want to wait like me, then that's fine, because WLtoys 104001 has a fully metal drivetrain stock out of the box, and it's very capable of handling brushless power without the need for any supporting mods. A really good kit in my opinion is the Surpass Hobby from Banggood, which includes a motor, ESC and a servo at a really good bargain price. All you would need is a radio and a receiver, and I highly recommend the Jumbo radios as they are super cheap and have great features and ranges of up to 400 meters. So next up on my list has to be a classic, and that is the Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive. The Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive is a great RC car, especially for those new to the hobby. It's fully waterproof, so you can play whenever you want, rain or shine. And Traxxas boasts a whopping 35 miles an hour or 55 kilometers an hour out of the box with their Titan 12-turn brushed motor. And for a brushed motor, that's really quite impressive and quite fast for beginners, but you can also turn it down if it is too fast. The Slash was one of my first RC cars getting back into the hobby, and I loved it. I will say that the plastic turnbuckles were a bit of a weak point, but go to any local hobby shop like I did and they can make you up some metal turnbuckles very cheap. It's quite a simple mod and will overall greatly improve the durability. Overall, a great RC car, and that's why it makes my list for the top 10 best beginner RC cars of 2021. Oh, and don't forget that being Traxxas, you're going to have amazing part support, as most local hobby shops do stock Traxxas parts, and because the Slash 2-wheel drive is such a popular RC car, most shops will have what you need so you can get back out and racing the very same day. Now the Slash, Stampede and Rustler and the Bandit 2-wheel drive RC cars all share the same chassis and are all as good as each other, so really it's just up to you. Pick one that you personally like. I personally like the Rustler and the Slash, but it's up to you guys. And I will leave links to each one of those in the description. Now on with number three. Number thre is a little different, and it's honestly, in my opinion, such an overlooked, underestimated RC car and not really heard of that much, but that is the 9EMU Remo Hobbies Traxxas Slash 4x4 brushless knockoff. In fact, it's so identical to the Traxxas Slash 4x4 brushless that all the Slash 4x4 parts are in fact interchangeable. The chassis on my Slash is actually a Remo Hobby Slash, so it's kind of a hybrid between the two. It's a super cheap RC car. It's 4-wheel drive, it's durable, and really easy to get parts, as I haven't found a single part from my Slash that doesn't fit the 9EMU Remo. It's super fast with a brushless motor and a 3S capable speed controller. It's also a true RTR, so it comes with a decent battery and a small charger. I highly recommend you guys go and check out my review. I'll leave that in the description as well. The 9EMU Remo has to be the best value for money RC car on this list when you consider it's around the $200 mark and you're basically getting a Traxxas Slash 4x4 brushless RC car, which are closer to $600, and you get a battery and charger, so it's really great value. So I highly recommend the 9EMU Remo RC car. So just a side note for the Remo, all the parts from the Traxxas will fit the Remo, however, it's not a Traxxas, so you can't ring up Traxxas support and ask for help, but you can still go to your local hobby shop and buy the Traxxas part that you need for the Remo and get back out there and get bashing. Number 4 on the list. Number 4 is the HBX 16886. I recently just reviewed this and I was rather surprised at just how much fun I actually had. It comes in both brushed and brushless. Now, I had the brush version and yes, it was quite slow, but it had plenty of acceleration, which made it a heap of fun in the dirt, bouncing over rocks, doing small jumps, and with the 1100 milliamp hour included battery and charger, might I add, I still managed to get around 20 minutes of runtime. Now, for those looking to pack some extra punch, I highly recommend you check out the brushless version because you can turn down the controller to turn down the speed of the HBX 16886, and when you get more skill, you can turn it up and go a lot faster. So it's definitely a lot more future-proof and a lot faster than the brushed, and it doesn't cost too much extra. So definitely check out the HBX 16886 if you're looking for a smaller yet fun-packed RC truck. Okay, on to number 5. Number 5, and that has to be the Arrma Big Rock. When it comes to bashing and beginner RC cars, you don't really need to look much further than the Arrma Big Rock V3. The Arrma Big Rock V3 is most likely the most expensive RC car on this list, with a middle to lower price range, but if you're looking for an awesome bashing RC truck to have some fun, but you also want one of the best RC cars and a reputable brand without spending huge money on something like an X-Max, then I highly recommend the Big Rock. It's 3S capable and it can reach speeds of up to and over 50 miles per hour straight out of the box. It's extremely durable. In fact, in the time of owning one, I haven't done much damage at all. However, I must say, if you are coming to bash it really hard, the biggest weak spot is the motor mount, and I highly recommend upgrading to something like an M2C motor mount, especially if you plan to really send it or do some heavy skate park bashing. Like the Traxxas, the Arrma 3S line all share extremely similar chassis, so if you like the Big Rock but prefer a monster truck or maybe a short course truck, then you could go with either the Granite or the Senton and still have the same performance as the Big Rock at the same price, as they are basically all the same. Next up is number 6, and it is another one that I have just reviewed and also been taken back by. It's jumped to be my favorite WLtoys straight away, and that is the WLtoys 104009. This RC monster truck is an absolute beast. It says 1/10 scale, but it's only 1/12 scale. But besides that, it's fast with speeds of up to 40 kilometers an hour out of the box. It's durable, as you'll be able to see in the video review that I just did. We took it to the skate park and did some extreme bashing, even crashing it a few times, and the WLtoys 104009 still remain intact. Like the 104001, this 104009, it's a true ready to run vehicle, including both the charger and the battery, some tools, and although I do recommend buying a cheap 2S 2200 milliamp hour LiPo battery to get a few extra kilometers an hour out of the box and some extra runtime, that would be my only downfall for the 104009. Also, like the 104001, the 104009, man, that's a lot of numbers. It too has a metal drivetrain, so it's very capable of handling brushless power if you choose to upgrade later on. And again, I highly recommend the Surpass Hobby brushless kits, links in the description. description. Coming in at number 7, I really liked number 7. That was a small Hoonigan UDI SG1603 brushless or brushed RC car. The SG1603 brushless is super fun and fast. I used to hold the world speed record at 60 miles per hour with a small brushless kit. You can check that video out in the description. The SG1603 from UDI is also really cheap, so if you're on a budget, this would be a great option, as it also comes with a battery and charger included, so no need to buy any extra. However, I also recommend getting the 2 or 3 battery pack, as those little RC cars don't have big batteries and just don't last very long until you need to charge them again. Also, the UDI SG1603 just looks awesome, and it has some cool LED lights for a bit of extra show, and it comes with some drift wheels so you can turn it into a little Hoonigan drift truck. Such a super fun little RC car. Highly recommend you guys checking that out. Okay, so number 8 is another WLtoys. Yes, I know WLtoys, but I do really like the WLtoys. They make high quality products for such a low price, and this one is the 124019 or the brushless version, the 124017. Both of these are amazing RC cars, and you can pick whichever suits you best. The brush being better for the younger ones and the brushless being better for the older users. They're super durable, come with oil-filled shocks, aluminium chassis, and an all-metal drivetrain, and great aftermarket support. They're also really cheap and durable, and have a great community behind modding these to achieve super high speeds, myself included. I recently got over 100 miles per hour. I'll leave the video link in the description, of course, so I highly recommend checking these out. I really do love WLtoys, and you can't go wrong. Next up has to be the Javatis B416. I actually really like this one, and I think it would be great for a beginner RC car. It would be really fun to upgrade. Now, it is rather slow and not quite getting to the claimed speed, but if you're just getting into the hobby and you want to do some small jumps, have a decent RC car, and learn how to handle your RC car before going into a brushless kit that goes super fast, then this might just be the one for you. Another thing I like about the Javatis RC car is the large battery tray. For such a small 14 scale RC car, it has quite a large battery tray, and it has a full-size servo, which is going to make it great for modding. And it also has a fully metal drivetrain, so it's going to be able to handle that brushless power quite easily. What I like about it is there is multiple colors to choose from, so you can always pick your favorite, whether you want green, orange, red, it's up to you guys. I do like a bit of personal choice when you do buy an RC car, just to give it that extra personal touch. Now, the Javatis is made from fully plastic materials, but from my testing, it's held up very, very well. Again, with all these RC cars, guys, I will leave links in the description where you can check out my reviews, as I have reviewed every single one of these on this list. Last but not least, coming in at number 10 is the ZD Rocket S16. This is actually an on-road 1/16 scale, fully aluminium chassis, brushless motor RC car for under $100. When I first seen it, I thought this had to be too good to be true, but I was wrong. I really enjoyed it. It was rather fast. It came with a 2200 milliamp LiPo, so heaps of good runtime. Like I said before, the chassis is fully aluminium, as well as the center brace. It has a fully metal drivetrain, so if you wanted to change the ESC later on and use something like a more powerful 3S battery, it'll definitely handle the power. Speaking of changing things, it has a 3-wire servo and separate receiver, making changing everything a breeze and no need to buy extras. It handles very well, and the tires aren't too grippy, but they are grippy enough. It's kind of that good balance, and I hope that made sense. It's also super durable. Like in my review, we took it out and gave it a hiding at the skate park, and it held up to all my abuse. Oh, and it even has some cool LED purple underlights. If you're looking for a cheap, small on-road car with plenty of power, then I highly recommend checking out the ZD Rocket S16. Okay, so before we finish, I have an honorable mentions that I'd like to include. Actually, 2 honorable mentions. First, didn't make the list because it's a boat, and that is the UDI, and this was my first boat as a beginner, and I rather enjoyed it. The lid mechanism was really good, keeping out all the water. It self-rights, it has a long distance radio so you don't run out of range, and it gets good runtime with the included battery. It's also really strong, so it's great for beginners, but I'll leave you guys to do some more research and leave links in the description where you can check out more technical specifications. The next honorable mention is the MN86K. The reason this didn't make my list is because I don't know heaps about crawlers, but I do know that this crawler still performed fairly well, and it was actually quite cheap. However, the downside is, and another reason why I didn't make the list, you do need a few electronics, and you have to put it together yourself as it is a kit. Not something I would recommend for younger ones. That's another reason I didn't make it on this list. But with saying that, it was a super fun experience, and it had some great scale detail and handles great. So guys, that's wrapping up the list, but I want to know from you guys, what was your first RC car, and what do you recommend for beginners? If there isn't anything on my list, then be sure to leave it in the comments, and maybe you will help someone find their first RC car. I'm all about getting people into the hobby, but I also want them to have a good experience while doing it, and that's why I make these lists, so people have an idea of what might be a good, cheap beginner RC car. So guys, that is it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to 10K, and make sure to like and comment again, what's your first RC car? And that is it for this video, guys. I love you beautiful people, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out. Bye.